VSOP Hip Hop and Wrestling, how you doing? Cody Rhodes showed up to the arena with a smile on his face until he got jumped by Brock Lesnar and gets thrown around, tossed around against all types of shit, including this garage door where Brock smashes his arm. I don't think this is the way that Cody Rhodes wanted to start his workday, but this is your Raw recap. Paul Heyman lets us know that he had nothing to do with that backstage attack on Cody Rhodes, but Cody Rhodes should expect even a worse beating at Night of Champions. Speaking of Night of Champions, Paul Heyman's here to hype up the main event of Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa challenging for the tag team championships against these two men who rudely interrupt him, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Apparently, Heyman had a secret escape route planned as he disappeared into thin air. Zayn said he had good vibes, had a good feeling about their title defense this Saturday, said he already gave Roman Reigns a piece of his mind face to face, so he doesn't have anything else to say, but Owens, who's never short on words, dedicated their upcoming victory to the unsung heroes of the bloodline, Jimmy and Jey Uso. But here comes Imperium to crash the party. Gunther and his goons surround the ring, but here comes Matt Riddle to even the odds. Gunther orders his henchmen to back off, but then they change their mind and run back into the ring to fight. But that didn't work out so well. The Imperium gets tossed out the ring and we have our main event set for later tonight. Backstage, Adam Pearce informed Byron Saxton that he was unable to provide any updates regarding Cody Rhodes. Saxton says that there's a rumor going around that Brock may have broken Cody Rhodes' arm. Adam Pearce had no comment. Time for some action. We have our first match, Ricochet versus Bronson Reed. Reed has a chip on his shoulder because he blames Ricochet for not being the #1 contender for the IC title. Ricochet unloads with some strikes, drop kick to the knee, enziguri, trying to get the big man down. Reed hits the body block and then a huge elbow to the chest. Reed hits the running shoulder tackle, a massive Samoan drop. Ricochet's trying to come back and get back into this match, gets a quick flurry of strikes and kicks to the head. Ricochet has the monster down on one knee, hits a huge kick to the face and the big man is down. Reed is on the apron trying to hit another shoulder tackle, but Ricochet is able to counter with the knee. Reed was knocked loopy. The lights are on, but nobody's home. Back in the ring, Ricochet goes for a springboard but gets tripped. Reed hits the hard avalanche in the corner, and now it's time for the tsunami. 330 pounds falling from the sky. Gravity is not Ricochet's friend. Bronson Reed gets the 1-2-3. Apollo Crews gets some interview time, happy to be back on Raw, but gets interrupted by Mommy and Dom Dom. Rhea takes over the interview to address Natalya, but Apollo Crews does not appreciate the disrespect, and Dom does not appreciate Apollo Crews interrupting Mommy, so now we have a match set up for later tonight. We have part 2 of the Corey Graves-Seth Rollins interview. Long story short, Seth is on top of his game, and he knows AJ Styles is on top of his game. Should be a great match at Night of Champions. Last week, we had a confrontation between Damian Priest and Shinsuke Nakamura. Damian blames Nakamura for not having a shot at the world title. Finn Balor says that he'll handle Nakamura later tonight. It's time for some action. We have Candice LeRae taking on the impressive Zoey Stark. Zoey comes out hot with some shoulder blocks and kicks in the corner, tosses LeRae across the ring with a half Nelson suplex. The beatdown continues. Zoey Stark is just too much to handle, but Nikki Cross comes to ringside to cheer on Candice LeRae. LeRae makes her comeback with a jawbreaker, kick to the face, running elbow into the corner, and a step-up senton. Zoey rolls out to the apron and gets knocked to the floor. LeRae hits the springboard crossbody. LeRae might be able to win this match. She rolls Zoey Stark back in the ring. But what the hell is Nikki Cross doing? She wants to hug. LeRae wants her to get off her. And here comes Zoey knocking them both down and pushing LeRae into steps. Stark gets LeRae back in the ring, hits the Z360, gets the 1-2-3. Your winner, Zoey Stark. Backstage, Ali has a big match this weekend for the IC title, but oh shit, here comes Brock Lesnar. Get out the way. So disrespectful. Brock tells Ali to get a life, and then he makes his way to the ring. Brock says that Cody Rhodes will not be able to compete this weekend at Night of Champions, and he issues an open challenge to anybody in the locker room who would like to fight him in Cody Rhodes' place. Cody Rhodes comes out, no music, No pyro, just his arm in a sling, a bag of ice, and a bad attitude. Adam Pearce and the referees try to talk Cody out of it, knowing this man won't hesitate to wrestle with an injury, but he probably should have thought twice about this one. Cody takes off his sling, Brock takes off his hat, and then Brock tries to take off Cody's arm, gets him in the Kimura lock, possibly something may have snapped. Cody Rhodes is screaming in pain. Brock puts back on his hat and leaves as the medical personnel make their way to the ring to tend to Cody Rhodes. Next up, we have the Alpha Academy taking on the Viking Raiders. Gable eats a stiff forearm, and the Viking Raiders start clubbing away, doing everything to prevent Gable from making that tag to Otis. Gable finally makes the tag, and Otis runs wild with 2 hard clotheslines, a spinning back fist, scoop slam on Ivar, and it's time for the Caterpillar elbow. Maxine Dupree is impressed, and she decides that she wants to smoke with Valhalla, but Valhalla scares her away. A distracted Eric gets rolled up in an O'Connor roll by Gable, and Gable gets the 1, the 2, and the 3. Your winners, the Alpha Academy. Valhalla is not happy. Adam Pearce goes inside Cody's locker room. Adam Pearce gets kicked out of Cody's locker room. Next up, we have Shinsuke Nakamura versus Finn Balor. Oh, this should be really good. Shinsuke gets Balor in the corner for the followed by a knee to the gut. Damian Priest with a huge clothesline while the ref's distracted, but Nakamura taps into his fighting spirit and makes a comeback with strikes in the sliding German suplex. Nakamura's going for a belly-to-back suplex. Finn counters. Finn with the sling blade. Nakamura is down, picking up the pieces, and Finn Balor is ready to hit his patented trademark kick in the corner, but Shinsuke is able to counter with a kick of his own. Nakamura's trying to go for the Kinshasa. Finn Balor with the double stomps to the chest. Balor's going to the top to hit another double stomp. Finn misses, and Nakamura hits the running knee. Both men are down. This match is awesome. Nakamura is the first one back on his feet, trying to set up for the Kinshasa again. But Damian Priest pulls Finn Balor out of the ring. Nakamura goes to the outside and takes the fight to Damian Priest. And here comes Finn Balor full speed with a kick into the barricade. Balor's back on the top rope, hits the double stomp, and gets the pin over Nakamura. Your winner, Finn Balor. The Judgment Day has been picking up a lot of big wins since Backlash. Next up, we have the beautiful Raquel Rodriguez facing the beautiful and evil Sonya Deville. Sonya comes out hot, beating Raquel down, knee to the face, jumping knee off the top rope, extra aggressive, but Raquel comes back, hits the corkscrew senton, gets her up for the one-arm powerbomb, and that's all she wrote. Your winner, Raquel Rodriguez. But hold up, Chelsea Green with a kick to the head. The beatdown continues. Sonya Deville hits another knee. Cue the entrance music. Here comes Shotzi for the save. She kicks Chelsea in the head. Raquel kicks Sonya in the head. Watch this crazy-ass dive from Shotzi. Sonya Deville and Chelsea Green have been laid out, and Raquel Rodriguez has found her new tag team partner. Backstage, Adam Pearce has his hands full with all this Cody Brock madness, and here comes Trish Stratus asking for a no-touch policy during tonight's contract signing for her match against Becky Lynch at Night of Champions, and Adam Pearce just says, nah. Next up, it's time for the contract signing. Becky Lynch, dressed to impress, channeling her inner Gaga. She wastes no time signing the contract. Now we just need one more signature to make it official. Trish Stratus says this is her first contract signing. Really? Now I'm sitting here thinking, did they not do contract signings back in the Lita Trish era? I digress. That leads to Trish making the point that she put in all this hard work to pave the way for today's superstars to have moments like this. She signs the contract and it's official. But a contract signing ain't a contract signing unless there is flipped furniture. Hall of Famer versus future Hall of Famer. Let's go. Backstage, Adam Pearce is on the phone with the mysterious figure, says Cody's arm is totally fucked up and he won't listen to any medical advice. Next up, we got Dominic Mysterio with Rhea Ripley, ex-con Dom, on a winning streak, getting ready to take on Apollo Crews. Will Apollo Crews break the streak, or will he continue to be a geek? Apollo gets Dom up in a delayed vertical suplex. Crews is on the top rope looking to fly, but Dominic trips him, and then he goes on a stomping frenzy. Dom is in control. He hits one amigo, and then it's chinlock time. What a maneuver. Apollo Crews is battling to break free from the clutches of this devastating chinlock. He fights back and hits a big fallaway slam, a blockbuster off the middle rope, and a flying crossbody on Dom for a 2 count. Apollo ducks the 619, yanks Dom out the ring, hits a hard clothesline. But here comes Mommy getting in the way, providing enough distraction for Dom to throw Crews face first into steel steps. Dom's back in the ring and the referee's distracted. Rhea pushes Apollo into the ring post. The referee is starting the 10 count. Is Apollo Crews going to get counted out? No, he makes it back in with 1 second left. But Mysterio hits a frog splash from long distance, gets the pin, and the winning streak continues. Time for the main event, the Imperium against Riddle, Owens, and Zayn. Giovanni delivering some European uppercuts in the corner. Gunther chopping chest meat. Kaiser with the spinning what a maneuver. Matt Riddle is getting his ass beat and he needs to make the tag to Sami. Kaiser yanks Sami off the apron. Gunther with a decapitating clothesline but only gets a 2 count. Riddle hits a German suplex. This might be it. He might be able to make the tag to KO, and he does. Owens running wild with a clothesline, German suplex, and the cannonball. KO's outnumbered on the apron. Imperium hits a double team combination. KO makes the tag to Zayn. Zayn runs wild with the Michinoku driver. Gunther hits a hard chop that echoes in the arena. Look at Sami's face. Gunther misses the clothesline and he gets hit with a Blue Thunder bomb. Owens hits the stunner. Zayn going for the kick but gets caught in the sleeper. Gunther has the sleeper cinched in, but Riddle comes out of nowhere with a corkscrew senton and breaks the hold. Zayn with the exploder suplex in the corner. He's ready to go for that haluva kick, but Gunther grabs his leg. Riddle throws Gunther over the announce table. Sami finally hits that haluva kick. Owens tags in and hits the swanton bomb, goes for the cover, and gets the 1, 2, 3. Your winners, Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, and Matt Riddle. Backstage, Cody still refuses help, but he has a special visitor, Triple H. Cody is stubborn. He is determined to fight Brock Lesnar. Triple H is trying to convince him to get medical attention, trying to avoid Cody Rhodes sitting on the shelf. But Cody Rhodes ain't going out like no punk. He has 1 arm and 2 legs that still work, and he's going to fight Brock Lesnar at Night of Champions. That was a fun episode of Raw. I'm really looking forward to the pay-per-view this weekend. If you made it this far, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, share. I appreciate you. VSOP.